So, good evening, everybody. My name is Yulia Stadnichuk. I am the representative for the International Public Movements Politics 2.0. And welcome, everybody. We welcome our English-speaking friends, especially our heart welcome to our Greek friends. Thank you for joining our stream. And let us just have this short talk about what has happened on our YouTube channel today. We received a notification from YouTube administration that our video devoted to our appeal to the United Nations organization had been deleted from the channel without a warning. They just deleted this video, as they say, due to wrong medical information, which obviously has to do with COVID restrictions. Let me just point some things out. First of all, we do not provide any our information. We only use information which is published officially, and we quoted some info, some quotes from some officials regarding COVID and the vaccines and the results of the vaccines. But that was not our information. That was the position presented by the officials. So does this mean that information policy executed by the YouTube administration contradicts the official information presented by the Russian officials, which is, strange. Second of all, we would like ourselves to be aware what exactly we did wrong, what was wrong with the information we presented. Again, we would like to have a chance to protect our position, to somehow appeal to this YouTube administration and ask them to explain to us where the truth is and why they think that something is truth. Because we, as I've already said, are ready to prove that the information there was information presented by the officials, by those who are in charge of developing the vaccine, testing the vaccine, providing official information, the vaccine, implementing this COVID restriction policies. So that looks quite strange. And actually, which is the third point, important point, that is not the first time when we started speaking about the vaccine. We actually regularly speak about the vaccination, the results of the vaccination, the information presented by the officials, by which we find over the internet. So we quote this information. We do not have our own. We do not conduct our searches. We only quote which is presented by some official sources. So it is quite strange that was the video deleted by YouTube, not the previous ones, not other ones, but that particular video. And that is not the first time when our video gets deleted by YouTube administration. And actually, as we see now, the reason for deleting this video was not this kind of COVID misinformation. But the reason was that we started talking about human rights. We started talking about our last resort in protecting our rights, because we as citizens of our countries, and we spoke in that video, that deleted video, we spoke about our appeal to the United Nations and the reasons, the grounding for our appeal. Because we are right now at the moment, and we in Russia especially know this, because we've gone a long way, actually. We've come a long way to be here, to understand how the court system works, how the court branch of power works, how the law enforcement bodies work, whether they somehow deal with our claims or not, and what replies we receive. And we have official data, we have these official papers sent to us by those administration, those governmental bodies and municipal bodies and law enforcement agencies, police, the prosecutors. We have their official answers, which say that they all by themselves violate law. And since we are facing this kind of situation when we cannot find protection with our governmental bodies, we see that our branches, our justice doesn't function the way it should. We see that we are trying to appeal to a court. We're trying to file our case to higher court of the Supreme Court of the Russian Federation, but we get a reply literally saying that there are too many of you, dear citizens, and in case each of you files a claim, we will be overloaded. We now in the Supreme Court will be overloaded, and thus we are not going to review your claim. This is the literally the reply we receive from the Supreme Court. So thus we see that we cannot turn to courts in Russia for protection of our rights because they do not want to work. We see those crazy situations when some orders, when some regional or municipal orders contradict the constitution and the federal law. And we citizens cannot somehow challenge this in court because the court wouldn't accept our claims. So this is the situation when we want to follow the legal way. And that's what we were talking about. We want to follow the legal way. We want to go this path which is like set by law. But we cannot, because the administrative bodies would not do this. They will not follow the constitution. They violate the constitution. They infringe our rights. They violate laws, and they do it like bluntly. They do it so openly that we have to do something. We do not want to violate law by ourselves. We do not want to any kind of unrest, any street protest. We do not want to do anything which is not effective. And by the way, if you check the United Nations Human Rights Commissioner's internet page, you will find there a very interesting document, which is a handbook for civil organizations, and it says, it's kind of an instruction which is to follow to file your claims and petitions to the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights. And actually you will find there a very important point, that you are to follow an effective way. Effective, which means that it is supposed to be resulted in something which has to do with your aim. Not just follow something what you can do, but something which leads to the effect you want to get. And that's exactly what we want to do. We do not want to go on street protest just because we can. We want to follow some effective way. We want to use effective instruments. And we want to do it according to law, strictly according to law. In case there is no kind of words of law, we want to follow the spirits of law. And that's we have these words in our law, that in case there is no word, you are to follow the spirit, this understanding. We want to do this. We want our constitution to function, to control our life. And that's exactly why we see that the United Nations is our last resort, where we can go. And we do not want our claim to be reviewed for kind of next 2 to 5 years, because we need our lives now. We need our constitution to function now. We want our rights to be protected now, because that's the only way for us to live. And our lives are being taken away. Our freedoms are being taken away. And this, we cannot change muzzles, because just they want us to wear muzzles to challenge muzzles in courts. We cannot get a single study, a single scientific study, and there's not a single scientific study in the world. I know this. We've studied this, proving that the muzzles are effective. They have nothing to do with health, with medicine, with protecting us from virus. They have only to do with humiliation of us, of people, of human beings, and of making us getting used to being shut up, to being like with covered faces, muzzled like animals. And we cannot challenge this in court because they will not accept our claims. That's what is happening right now. So and it seems like that was the reason why they deleted this video, not because we spoke something about COVID, because that's something we speak regularly, but because we were speaking about how citizens can protect their rights, how we can protect our rights. And that's exactly what we will be doing further on. We'll be discussing further on. And this is something we are going to challenge. This position of YouTube, we are going to challenge. We will see the effective ways how to do this, but we need to challenge this because we are speaking about protecting our rights. And that's exactly why YouTube is deleting our video and banning us, and we cannot continue our streams there. So we will be, our principles, our Politics 2.0 principles, mean that we are to do everything openly. We do streams from every place we are where we are. We do these streams with information of our activities, on the results of the documents we prepare, we publish everything openly. So please stay tuned here, and our YouTube channel will be with you with all the information that we have. In case you have any questions, please let us know. But really, we will be moving on. It's not the reason for us to stop. It's just the reason for us to go on, and the proof that what we are doing is very important, and what we are going to do right now is something that is really like life-changing for us and for the humanity at the moment. So that's it for now. Now I will be switching back to the Russian language. In case you have any questions, please write them down. We'll be streaming further on with the replies to your questions and with information about us and what we are doing and our plans and the situation in Russia. So thank you. Thank you so much for your attention, and please stay tuned. Goodbye.